I'm actually just came in here and stole a few minutes to chill and talk to you guys because it's hot out there. We're at MIR Raceway testing some small tire, testing some radial stuff. That's going to be a thing in the future, I'm sure, for some classes and some races, right? So,
Yeah. You got
doing a little bit of
you got
radial
your no
testing.
prep car there? You got your big tire no prep
Uh,
car there or no?
nah, it's on the lift apart, man. The wife's money, man. She's getting some freshening. I actually was going to get some titanium zoomies made, but by the time I made the call, it was going to push for too much time, and figured if I can get a little weight out of the front, I could get a little weight out of the back and go a little faster. Scott Taylor's going to be a hell of a catch, and it's not put 20 points ahead, I think, but he's got a fast hot rod, man. So we got transmission off at M&M's. It's supposed to show back up my shop on Monday. Got a fresh gear in it. There's some things I realized, man, after finally being able to get a line on this car. Never had the ability to really get this Pro Charge car lined out until this year. And now that I know how to do it and what it takes to do it, I've realized how much stress it gives the car and puts on the car. So I would traditionally service fluid every 30 passes in my turbo car, and maybe put a rear in it when it starts to show signs. It maybe, I don't know, 35, 40 passes. Not the Pro Charge car. The way it 60 foots, the way it leans on it, man, it leans on parts. So I'm going to start servicing rear axles at the rear center sections at about 15 passes, probably, maybe 18 at most, like swapping the centers out.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I learned so much running these cars at this level. And early season, we had a rear failure. Third pass in with a fresh rebuild on the entire car, and not knowing that when it broke, it's causing problems. It's that whole shit runs downhill effect. So it's like when the rear starts locking up when it's really, really hot, it's like dragging a dump truck behind the car, and you're working parts in the transmission that normally wouldn't get worked like that because it's like you're riding the brakes the whole pass. So it gets damaged. I ran all season really fast with problem that was there, and I didn't know it. So now I got the transmission being serviced because I know that I cannot leave any on the table if I want to try and run for that number one in points to get the money, man. And my crew's been doing good. I got my OG crew chief back with me. I miss my old crew chief not being around right now, but he's got things in his life he's got to take care of, and I get it, man. Family first and work and all the things that make us go around, because what kind of commitment this is. It's a big commitment. It's the fastest big tire door slammer drag racing, in my opinion, in the country, especially when consistently, you know what I mean? We're running on something that nobody's running on, right? We're running on a lane. We don't know what lane we're getting. It's not like every race, every round, you're getting the same lane for every round. It's no prep, man. So it's tough, and you can't leave nothing on the table. So I'm not trying to leave nothing. And watching guys like you go fast last year and the year before, and you all trying to tell me to do the right things. Well, now I'm doing the right things.
Attaboy. Proud of you. You're killing it for sure. So you're setting number 2 in points right now. What are you doing to prepare for? We got Qlispe coming up in Washington.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good haul for both of us. What I know,
Yeah, it is.
I know we're not going to go there not prepared. So what are you doing setting number 2? Because I know what I'm doing setting at the bottom, and I'm going to be testing my ass off. So
yeah. Well, so I plan on testing next week if all possible. I had parts I ordered that are going to be here. Transmission's going to show up. I got a big piece of equipment I just purchased, though. It's supposed to show Monday. Now it's going to show possibly Thursday. So it might eliminate my testing for next week. But I want to get early testing in with some different combinations while it's hot out. So obviously I'm on the East Coast where the density altitude is going to be a lot lower, a lot more manageable. When I say manageable, a lot more what I'm familiar with, obviously, right? We're not used to running at altitude. Not that it's quite like Colorado, but it's definitely at altitude out there, and it's going to be higher altitude. So I'm going to try and run in the heat and run where the DA is going to be over 3,500 out here, and try and get familiar with tune-ups and where the car's going to make boost and know what combination to have in it, because I don't want to go out there and like last year. Last year was my first race of the season and the back half of last year with the old Camaro Pro Charge Hemi deal. So it was a whole new learning curve going into that race in Washington. Beautiful country out there. There's a lot of great people, a lot of great fans. Hopefully have a good packed house like that again. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people want to come out and see us all. But I'm not gonna leave testing on the table. I'm gonna go out and test as much as I can over the next couple weeks. I don't want to beat on the car too much, so don't mind you. I'm gonna do what I need to do and try not to overwork it.
Right.
So.
For sure. For sure.
What about you, man? What about you? Hey, speaking of parts, did you get that starter? I sent that starter back to you.
yeah, I got it. It showed
Good,
up. I
good.
appreciate that. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. We can't race without friends in the pits, man.
That's right. That's for sure. We all take care of each other. It's a big family there,
Yeah.
no doubt. So
No doubt, no doubt. Wish there was
Now
some of the other guys that were still out there doing it with us, but hopefully they'll make it out there in Washington.
yeah, I hope they make the trip out there and we have a packed car field, and it's going to be some of the fastest racing of the season, I believe, out there.
Yeah, it is definitely a tight field of cars with the cars that are there. I mean, it's no matter what somebody might say on the interweb, whether there's 50 cars or 30 cars, the cars that are there are really good at what they do, and you can't take that for granted. I mean,
No
anybody can turn up
margin
for
for
it
it.
anytime. Yeah, none,
Yeah.
zero. It's like when I tell people, like, yeah, you leave 300 on the tree and your race can be done. They're like, really? I'm like, oh yeah, it could be that close.
They don't even know. They have no clue.
No, it's amazing, man. It's amazing, and it's such an amazing rumble of race cars. Like the noise, the sound, the teams, the quality of cars. I mean, it's none other than the best out there. Whether all of them are still there, everybody that's there is some of the best in the country, and it's an honor to be able to go out here and compete against you guys and be able to try and hold my hat wherever I can. Right now we're holding it number 2, and I'm gonna try and hold it down and move on up the ladder. Got one wrong, man. One wrong, and I got to owe a lot of thanks to guys like you, man. Kai busting my butt, getting on me. A lot of people kind of wrote me to make the move.
Consistency. Consistency's key, brother.
Yeah.
So,
Repeat.
repeat,
I'm out
repeat.
here running my turbo car today, obviously, and I got my little, my turbo respect here. But when it comes to Pro Charger, man, like it's none other than the best for me to be able to perform. It's been so consistent. It's been amazing. The whole car combo, the wheelbase, everything that I thought that I would never, get used to. And people might say, oh, Rankin's got one of Ryan's old cars, or there's not as many fast guys. That's why Rankin's number 2. Man, look, there's still a lot of fast guys here. You, Kai, Sean, Scott, Kayla. There's so many people. There's tons of people out there that are still super fast. And, it could be anybody's race. Dean Kern's out there with a brand new car. He's fast. Christ, I think I've beat him one time out of 4 races when I raced him in my turbo car.
He's consistent for sure.
He is, man. He's super fast on the tree, man. Super fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
almost as fast as me.
I mean, Paige is amazing. Like, she's such a young girl out there killing it with that car. She's super fast. Like, you cannot. Like, she's got a staging game too, so she's smart how she's got her operation.
she's I don't know that there's anybody out there that can beat her on the tree, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, she kills it. So I don't know how she does it, but she absolutely kills the tree every time she gets up there.
Yeah. She's got her staging style. Everybody has her style. Some people kind of like clicking, blip blip, and she's got her style where she holds out and goes in, and everybody's got their thing, and what I've realized for me, I said, I'm just going to try and be well-rounded. I'm just going to be as fast as I can be, but just be willing to be, hung out, be willing to be burned down, be willing to be whatever. I'm just willing to let whatever happen and just not let it get to me. And because you know how it is, man, when it comes to eliminations, when you're going rounds like this, you're friends till you meet the tree, and I don't want to play games, and I don't want to be that guy to be known for playing games. Nobody wants to be. Some people can handle being the villain and being the bad guy. I'm not good at that, and I
No.
don't want to be that guy. But I want to be ready if somebody wants to be that guy to me.
Yeah, no, I get it for sure.
But yeah, Washington, man, it's a long drive, man. I can't remember how far of a drive it is. I'm all the way coming from the East Coast, so I think it's. I mean, in mind, I do like 50 mile an hour, so I'm the speed limit is probably 75. So on average, I probably cruise around 65, maybe 70. But I think it takes a good 40 hours for me to get there. By the time
Yeah.
I fuel, stop,
That's
take a
a
leak,
haul,
all these
bro.
good things. Drive, but
40 hours.
it's
How's the rig
it's
running?
an
Is the rig
honor to
running
go
good?
drive with an incredible organization, and it's a great feeling to be able to be racing with the top the top racers in the league, and it's worth it. And I like making the trips across country and trips through the country, seeing the scenery. You know what I mean? The scenery is always nice. You try and find a scenic route.
Yeah, no, that's honestly that's probably the most enjoyable part of it is getting to see all the different scenery that we get to see on the way out there. Sometimes it's not as fun if we have problems with the rigs, but you know, getting to see all the country is definitely a benefactor of it for sure. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I think I want to always try and avoid your shop because everybody I think that comes to hang out with you, they need help. And I already called you for help earlier today. I didn't need you on the road today, but I did call you and pick your brain on some diesel questions.
yeah, no, it's all good, brother. I love helping anybody I can. That's for sure. So. But yeah, no,
So
Qlispe last year. So last year, Qlispe, that was literally the first race for your new car, and
yeah,
that place was packed.
yeah,
So it couldn't have been a bigger audience for you to unveil that car to you. Did that feel good?
yeah, yeah. It really did, man. And Ryan coming up to me telling me, man, like you turned this car into something really, really cool. Like I didn't expect it to look like this. Like it ended up being a really cool car, and now it performs well. So it's a little MH5 that could.
Yeah, no, those things roll, bro. There's nothing
But
wrong
look,
with them.
yeah, whether we got nitros, whether we got afterburners, whether we got nitromethane, whether we got M5, whatever, right?
Yeah,
The cool thing about this season, anything goes, steel roof and quarters. Anybody can come.
yeah,
Anybody that's got anything it just fits the rule of being what it needs to be. It can have whatever power adder, dual, triple power adder, nitrous, turbo nitrous blower, screw blower, nitrous, which I don't think we've seen that combo yet. I don't know if it really
no,
needs it. The
no.
problem really is that surfaces really aren't quite, I think, what that combination can probably handle altogether. But the rules being no rules could have scared some people, but I think it made it interesting because look, I got an MH5 and we're running in a no rule game and I'm holding down number 2 in points. So got to thank Nitrous Express for that too. They've been a big player being a part of our program this season. And
Yeah,
we're playing a big player in a lot of people's program this season. And it's a great combo, but and it's a great a great rule structure, I think. And when we went into it, I thought it was good because it was just going to open up doors for anybody to come play. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
people can get creative. Some people out there have been racing for 30, 40, 50 years and got all kinds of combinations in their hat. You know what I mean? And you never know what they're going to do. And you know, and the truth is though, whether you got a unlimited power source or not, we're on no prep, so you can only use. You got to know when you can use it all. You can't use it
right.
all the whole time.
So somebody in the comments just asked if or mentioned, are we scared of any of the local guys? And who's our biggest competitor? I don't think honestly that there's anybody in particular that I'm necessarily scared of or intimidated by because man, whenever we go to the tree, like I am focused solely on me and me being A to B and consistent. What about you? Does anybody get in your head?
Honestly, man, there's nobody really local that we race with that has anything other than a pro mod. There's a couple pro mod guys out here that would try and call me out and do things like that, but um, they won't fit the rules to be able to come be a part, unfortunately. But I'm not
Right.
intimidated. I mean, Honestly, man, when it comes into the drag racing scene, I'm intimidated just about by everybody we line up against at our series. At home wise, yeah, there's some fast guys I feel like should come play and come be a part. When we come over here to Michigan and Maple Grove, when we get over this side of town, I sure think that they need to come play a part. And any of those Cali boys or any of those Idaho guys and any of those, northern and midwestern guys that want to come play a part, come out to Washington. I mean, there's plenty of people out there that can talk the talk and not walk the walk. So they can come out there and line up and let it all hang on the tree right there and make it happen if they want to. But I don't have anybody other than when I'm lining up against you guys. Like I'm not saying that there isn't guys local, like I said, but they just got to come play a part, and give us, because if we come home and race one of these races here, we might not be in the same kind of conditions we're racing on in a no prep race and a speed promotions event,
Right. Yeah, no, I get it.
So
Yeah.
you're reading the comments. Let me ask you, you're reading the comments down the bottom, but you can't see us when you're reading the comments, right?
So that's correct. I asked, we visited about that earlier. You can see the comments, but you can't see our faces.
All right.
But they
That's
can
all right. Let me
still, but
try
they
that.
can
Let me
still
try that,
see us.
guys.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, check it
All
out.
right.
Hey,
All right. Let me
hey
check out
guys,
the comments while I'm talking to you.
yeah.
So
Well,
it's not like
tell
I'm
these
reading your
guys.
lips anyway, right, buddy? So
Yeah,
what's
you
up,
don't need to
guys?
see
How's it
my
going?
face. Come
I just like looking at you, man. You're such a hell of a nice guy. You are, though, man. You are definitely one of the most genuine, nice guys that I've ever met and had a short friendship with. Man, your family, your daughter. I mean, everybody's great. Your crew. We need something, man. You guys always help out. I was really disappointed when we didn't get to see you run out there in Ohio. Honestly, I really wanted to. I wanted to get down in the nitty gritty with you at night and put that motor in and put that crank in and whatever we needed to do just to make sure you go some rounds. You drove out there and everybody wanted to see your race.
Yeah, no, we wanted to. Unfortunately, I mean, like you said earlier, we lean on these cars every day, and it's just a matter of time before we break parts. You know what I mean? So, and thank you for that about being a nice guy. I really appreciate it. That means a lot coming from you,
Yeah,
especially.
everybody knows, man. Everybody knows you're a good dude, bro, and like it's genuine. So horsepower coffee, your favorite track. My favorite track to race at in our series has probably been, man, Maple Grove, of course, because I love Maple Grove. It's a great racetrack. Overall, my probably most favorite series or racetrack to go to is the track I'm at right now. We're at MIR Raceway in Butts Creek, Maryland. For like just a facility operation. But I love my local Beaver Springs raceways and Summer Ducks. I got the track record down in Summer Duck, Virginia right now. I'm actually going to go try and break Beaver Springs track record here in about 2 weeks when I go test some Weiss money. I went there and tested, and I went 1/100th of the track record, and I lifted like, I don't know, 600 foot, just making a test pass. I had no idea what the track record was. And I was like, woo. And I went fast. And I was like, wow, I could have
Hey,
nipped it. So
you said you went 357 at 209. Is that right?
yeah,
Or,
that's it. Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, 210, 210.
210. I'm sorry. I
Right.
knew. Yeah, I
210.
knew it was one of those. I couldn't remember
Right.
that. Yeah, for sure. Hey
Uh,
guys, don't forget to get your tickets at thefo.com to come see us out there at Qlispe. It's going to
yeah,
be a show you
absolutely.
don't
Good
want to
ticket.
miss. It's going to be a good time for sure.
Hannah Cole, what's your favorite racetrack?
Oh
Uh,
goodness.
let's see. Thanks, Cody. Yeah, man. Um, are they doing double points at the end of the year? I guess that's gonna be a good question. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to find out soon. Um, so the end of the year, the last race of the season, I guess, is gonna be Maple Grove, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
What do you know? Do you know going to the Beam? Do I know going to the Beam first?
Yeah.
I don't fool around going to the Beam first, Dave. I just, I like getting in. I like getting in early if I can. Um,
You like to light the top bulb first, really?
I mean, I like getting in early. um, I just feel like it gets me more settled in if I light the bulb early. But you know, I don't.
I like to
I
let
also
you.
do a different.
Yeah, I'll let you light the top bulb, and then I'll let you sit over there and worry about me coming in. How about that? That's what I like to do.
That's all right. That's all right. It doesn't really matter to me, but I like going in. And being ready. But I'm not. What I don't like doing is I look over, I wait. If I see my crew is telling me they're moving forward, then I'm gonna move up. Like if they're not moving, they're fooling around, they're playing games, taking their time. I'm in no rush. Like I'm gonna wait.
Right.
But I'm not trying to go sit there on the trans break for 2 minutes either. So, but I bumped my car though. You know that, right? I bumped him.
No, I did not know
Yeah,
that. You bumped.
yeah. So
You
I
bumped.
bump
It's
him.
not bro. The thing in the front of the motor, that's not a turbo. That's a Pro Charger.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? I'm super fast in the tree, man. I don't think I got treed yet. So I'm
Oh, come
doing
on
pretty
now.
good at it.
You ain't lined up against Paige Coughlin. That's what the whole deal
All
is.
right. Well, hey, hopefully I don't line up with her against her in Washington because she's fast too, and I want to stay away from her. How's that
Yeah.
sound? But that'll probably happen. We just manifested that. Remember that.
Yeah. No, for real. That's going to be first round chip draw right there.
I hope not, dude. Oh, what is see? What we got here?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
behind
I
on
like the
comments.
tape. Yeah, I'm terrible out of here. I'm so many. All right, so where we got here, guys?
Who's someone you lined up with? You haven't lined up with that you've been wanting to race in the series? Who's somebody you wanted to race that you haven't got to yet?
How about you?
Man, I don't think I've raced Cole Pez yet. I kind of
I
want to
haven't
race
either.
Cole Pez. I kind of
Kind of
want to race
funny.
Cole Pez. He's a good friend of mine, and I wouldn't mind seeing how we match up against him.
Yeah, I think he's super fast when he's on. The car's pretty car too, man.
Oh
And
yeah, bro, every car there is beautiful. There's no
oh yeah.
denying it. We all take so much pride in our cars looking good as much as they perform good. You know that.
Yeah, see, got here. What do we got? So I don't know. To answer your question, I don't really know. I haven't lined up against Cole either. So maybe one of us will line up with him in Washington.
Freightliner
I know he
dump
likes
trucks
calling
all the
out
way.
people, but I think he'd more or less rather call out Kai than us, so we don't have to worry about him calling out us. But I like drawing from the hat anyway. So
Yeah, no, I do too. I think that's the anxiety of it is pretty. It's pretty cool.
it is. You never know who it's got. It's it's like a box of chocolates, as Forrest Gump would say. You never know what you got. You never know what lane. And dude, when we were racing in Kentucky, I did not care what pair I got as long as I didn't get left lane, and I got left lane. Oh, did we lose him? I think we lost Clay. He'll come back, guys. So, like you said, guys, if you guys need to get tickets, get them at the Vote. Bottom of the screen, you should click on here and get some tickets to Qlispe in Washington. It's going to be a great event. There's not going to be an Idaho race, so if you're going to be in that area or in that neighborhood, you definitely don't want to miss Washington to catch it. There you are, buddy.
I'm back.
All right, you pulled a me. I'm not the IT guy, so like if I touch buttons, it's like I'm a child. I hit the wrong button, like oh shit, what am I doing? I'm getting ready to go to the moon, or I'm getting ready to sink the ship.
I dropped my phone, bro, and I picked it up, and I don't know what it did. I had to go leave the studio and come back into the studio. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm
It's all
excited for
good.
Qlispe. It's going to be a blast. I think it's going to be another huge turnout there, and hopefully I don't have to line up against you until the final.
Yeah. Well, you and I have had some tight races, but it's also been you and I raced a lot. You and I grudged a lot when we were on Kai's team for season 6, which nobody really ever got to see the camaraderie of all of us hanging out and being apart. Maybe one day, and hopefully it'll pop out there so everybody can see the awesome season everybody had for season 6. That was your and my first season out for the for the series. And yeah, man. What do you think about small tire? Man, are you going to put your other car, or are you going to put
Bro, you don't want none of this in the small tire world. We're friends. I want to stay that way, bro. No, we're definitely going to be dabbling in the small tire world very soon. So it's gonna be fun. So,
it
but
is.
I gotta beat up on you a little bit in the big tire world still.
Yeah, I'd rather stay away from you.
Come on now. So, oh, that I will say
I
the
watched.
nitrous
I've,
on the Pro
I've
Charger.
watched
That's
your
good
car in
stuff.
the finals quite a few times.
Oh, come on now.
You have been in the finals, man, quite a few times. Well, I won Outlaw Big Tire in Colorado. You won runner up to Kai, I think, in Colorado, didn't you?
Yeah, that was really cool. First time being at that track and then going to a final there and being my first season. Obviously, that was really
Yeah,
cool.
I think Lizzie actually won Friday night. Um, uh, what was this? What was the race we did on Friday night? Now I'm trying to
Grade eight
remember.
or whatever.
Grade 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she won that. That was a great whole entire weekend for KKR Racing, wasn't it? That was incredible.
Oh man, all his
And it was
cars
the last.
were shining. Yeah.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, it was the last race of that track's existence. But it was a great time, great turnout. That was an awesome, surreal time out there, man. That was incredible. But you already got good experience racing at altitude too, so you got to one up. You did really well in a Pro Charge combo, and you've got the upper hand, and you did super well in Idaho. You went to the finals in Idaho too against Sean, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
That was
We
season
raced in the
7.
semis. You and I raced in the semis, I believe,
We
right?
raced in 7. Yeah,
Yeah, and then I went to and man, Idaho Firebird is just that's a beautiful track to race on. Like you just drive into the mountain sunset, like it's amazing.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, we went there. Obviously, I he handed me my ass there. That was not that was wild. And then but then I turned around and I think a couple races later or a race or two later, one whatever it was, I beat him in Tulsa. So I was able to
yeah,
pull off the win there. So
yeah,
that worked out
yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's the
Yeah, it
first
was
time I ever
incredible.
beat him too. That was the first time I've ever beat him.
Okay.
Yeah, super fast.
Um,
Those guys have really good programs. You know that.
they do, man. Like I said, it's the best racing in the country, and Big Tire Door Slammer racing. I
Yeah.
mean, look, we're not without being a pro mod. You know what I mean? And we're not pro mods.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe we can race and be competitive with pro mods when we go lean on our stuff. But they're not pro mods. You know what I mean? And people might try and compare them to a pro mod, but they're not. Silver quarter, and
Yeah.
they're. But hey, if we were pro mods, we would we wouldn't be set apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure. For sure. I
But
recently went. I took my car to a pro mod race recently and qualified. Believe it or not. And obviously I lost first round, but um, still qualified. That was pretty cool.
yeah, I haven't done a pro mod race that to speak of, other than some little stuff we had in our town at a local track, but it wasn't really. It was supposed to be a pro mod event, didn't turn out to be one, and we ended up top ETing with the car that was there, but it wasn't a pro mod race. So I've never really competed. I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, Disco's at National Trail this weekend for that National Pro Mod event.
I think
High
I
grade
seen him
event.
post that. Yeah, I think I seen him
Yeah.
post that.
Good luck
That's
to
pretty
him out
cool.
there.
Yeah.
He's
Good
gonna
luck.
have yeah, yeah, man. Um, but hey, man, I don't know if I've got any text messages. I'm so afraid to hit
Yeah.
the
If I get
text
out of here,
message.
I won't be able to make it
I'm
back.
like, if
So
I bounce out, I'm
yeah,
done.
for sure. No, all
Uh,
good.
they're probably
Hey,
laughing at us like, what the heck? Come on, guys. You can run a race car, but you can't work a phone or a laptop and a.
they don't even know, do they? Like we
No, we can
can.
navigate our tune-ups and our logs like no other. You
Yeah.
get us in a situation where we got to do something like, all right, if I mess up, like I'm gonna have a black screen, I'm gonna look like a dodo.
Yeah, for sure. 1000%. Well, I know you're trying to test your small tire car, and I need to go work on my car. So,
All right, man.
um,
Well, we
everybody
everybody just
here.
get your tickets. Yeah, get your
Yep.
tickets for the boat for Qlispe for Washington. Don't miss out. It's going to be the only big race on the northern west coast where we're going to be at, and it's a big opportunity to see your favorite racers that are there. And it's like I said, some of the best drag racing in the country. I mean, hands down.
Yeah, for sure. Safe travels to you and your crew, Chris, on the
You
way
too,
out
man.
there, and we'll be testing, and we'll see you there. Hopefully you
Sounds
bring
good.
your A game.
Yeah. I hope I stay away from me. Go help these guys out. I'm coming.
All right,
All
brother.
right, guys.
You
Well,
guys be
thank you
safe.
very
We'll see
much.
you.
I hope I didn't miss anybody's messages to me. And if we missed your comments, guys, we apologize. We're the greenhorns when it comes to the app a little bit. So we may fat finger us off the tube altogether.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Chris.
All
Good
right.
to
See
see
you,
you.
everybody. All right, man.
See
Bye
ya.
bye.